Hello everyone, my name is Carmel and I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program. Thank you for joining me today for another week of Vital Fitness. And we are going to go ahead and get started and stay seated in our chair. We'll take a few deep breaths in and out to start the day. So let's take a deep inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time. Okay, so make sure you're seated in a chair with no wheels underneath. This is an all abilities exercise class, so do what you can as long as you keep on moving. And thank you for joining me today. So we'll get started with our head and our neck, warming it up. And we'll look side, center, and to the side. Just slowly warming up the neck. It's only our head and neck moving here. I'm not moving my shoulders along with it. So just kind of isolate just up here. Side to side. Okay, let's look up to the ceiling this time, straight ahead and down to the floor. Doing the same speed for each movement. And don't forget that for each exercise that we do, we're gonna keep on breathing, so try not to hold your breath here, even though you may feel like you need to. Okay, one more. And look straight ahead again. Let's take another deep breath in and out. Okay, this time we are going to warm up our shoulders a bit. So go ahead and roll them forward, making small circles with your shoulder as they move around, forming a circle. So imagine you're drawing a circle with your shoulders, loosening them up, warming them up for the day. Okay, switch directions. Same thing, just the other way now, circling them backwards this time. Or forwards, whichever one you didn't start off with. Okay, and rest. Still working on our arms here. We are going to have one arm off to the side and have it come across our body. When we do this, we're not turning alongside with it, even though that does make the movement easier. That's not what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is make sure our body is facing forward the whole time. So we get to test a lot of our flexibility that way. And take deep breaths in and out. As you alternate, try to watch out for anything that might come in the way. Try not to knock anything over. Okay. Rest your arms at your sides again. Take another deep breath in and out. Still working down to our hands this time. So I'll come closer here for you to see, but stretch out your fingers out wide as they can, and then curl into a gentle fist. Feel free to use your own pace to do this. Feel free to change it up as well. Really feel those muscles, your fingers stretch and curl into a fist as you do this. Okay, keep your fingers outstretched this time. We are going to have our palms face the floor and then rotate, face the ceiling. Floor, and then sealing. And just gently rotating our wrists. You can relax the fingers if they're starting to get tired. And mostly focus just on your wrist. Doing the movement here. Taking deep breaths in and out. Okay, and pause. We are gonna touch each finger with our thumb this time. So just going through each single finger, having it meet with the thumb. And you can change up the order as well if you want a bit of a brain exercise. Feel free to take your time with this one as well. So feel free to speed it up, slow it down. It's a good motor exercise too, kind of these fine motor skills. And shake that off. Take another deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Okay, moving on to our legs this time. So stay seated in your chair and have your feet flat on the floor. We're going to take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and we're going to warm up our ankles. So we'll start here before we move on up. But let's go ahead and have our heels off of the ground and then switch our toes off of the ground. So heels up and then toes up. And we're just switching, kind of rocking back and forth here. Feeling that stretch. So whenever you go up on your heels, try and go as high up as you can. If you raise your toes, try and raise them as high as you can as well. And keep on going through them as you do this movement, warming up the ankles. Our ankles are our strong base of support, so we want to make sure that it's ready to do whatever we need it to do today. Okay. If you're starting to get tired, make sure you have a drink of water right by you. Feel free to take breaks whenever you need to. We always save these videos every week, so you can always come back to it later. We're just doing the live recording right now at 10:30 here on Tuesdays. Okay, go ahead and rest. Take another deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more time and out. Okay. Moving up to the rest of our leg this time, we're going to feel it a little bit in our thighs. Let's go ahead and raise one leg and then raise the other leg. So just alternating one side and then the other side. And if you can't raise your leg as high, that's completely fine. If you're over here, the important part is that we're still moving, and that's where we want to be. As if we keep on moving, that means we'll keep on using our muscles. We'll keep on building that strength over time. So that's something that we should try and always aim to do, working at whatever level we are at. So alternating our legs. The longer we do this, the more we feel it in our thighs. And also, try and keep the same speed as well. So when we raise it up, it's the same speed. When we put it back down, we're not just letting gravity kind of take the leg and, letting it fall by itself. So we're keeping the same speed. The slower you go, the more difficult it can be, because then you have to really control the movement. So do that however fast, however slow you'd like to do it. Okay, and for this last one, we're going to keep both legs in the air, keep them in the air just for a little bit more, and then do our flutter kicks. So what I'm doing, I'm just simply kicking as though I'm imagining I'm in a pool, or however it helps to do this. But we'll do it for 3, 2, and 1, and hold, and gently lower them. And take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, drink some water. Okay, so we are going to do our sit to stand exercise now. So go ahead, make sure you're seated in a chair, again, with no wheels underneath. I'll show different variations of how to do this, but have your chair, make sure you are touching the floor, feet flat on the ground, your posture, your back, your spine, it's upright, it's straight, and your chin is up the whole time when you do this. So if you know our sit to stand already, feel free and do it along with me. If you don't know what it is quite yet, feel free to watch for a second before we do it. But this is a 3-part movement, and the first motion to our sit to stand is simply leaning over, stretching our hands out just straight in front of us, and then coming back to center. Let's try that again. Leaning over, we can inhale as we do this. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. So if you can't lean as far, or if you can lean even farther, go ahead. We do it at whatever level we can manage. Let's keep our arms though, we'll keep it straight out in front of us, so not any higher than shoulder level. So we're gonna keep it right here. This is as high as we go with our arms. Okay, so that's the first part to our sit to stand. The next part is lifting a little bit off our chair, and this is a momentum-based sit to stand. So we use our arms to kind of help bring us up, and then try and slowly lower ourselves down to the chair. Try not to plop down. So again, we're just lifting about 1 inch or 2, maybe 3 inches off our chair, and then coming back down. So let's put those two together, because we're building momentum. So the first motion, just leaning forward, no lifting, and then lift a little. Okay, make whatever variations you need to. I'll show what those look like after this first demonstration. So go ahead, no lifting yet. Inhale, exhale, lift a little this time. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so that is the sit to stand with just using my arms for momentum. Another way to do this, I don't have one with me, but you can have another chair kind of right in front of you. So imagine this chair right here. I have another one of it, and I hold on to the chair for support to help get me off. And that's another way to do the sit to stand. Apologize, I don't have the chair with me in my room today. I forgot about that one. But that's another way to help you get off of your chair. Maybe it's not a chair, maybe it's what you have around you to help get you off. And that's another way to do the sit to stand. Here is the last way to do the sit to stand, and it's to do your legs as well to help drive up that momentum. And I'll show what that looks like in a bit. So let's try that again. The first movement, reaching over, and then second, lifting a little. So let's take a deep breath in, inhale, take a deep breath out, exhale. Make sure that posture is straight, our arms out, they're relaxed, and let's stretch forward, inhale, Exhale. Now I'm rocking back, lifting my legs at the same time. They're off of the floor here. And then I'm gonna use those legs for momentum. Actually, I overextended a little bit there. A lot of momentum can come from your legs. And so pushing that floor and swinging those arms at the same time can help out to help you get off of your chair. Let's put those two together again one more time here before we add our last part to the sit to stand. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, first motion, no lifting yet off of our chair. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well, if you can't lift off of your chair, that's completely okay. Feel free to just keep on stretching forward and coming back, and you eventually build up that strength to be able to maybe eventually do a little bit of a lift, maybe just a half an inch off of your chair. That's completely fine. Do what you can for this All Abilities exercise class. Okay. Take another deep breath in and out. Okay, lean forward, no lifting. Inhale. Exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale. And exhale. And of course, the last part to our sit to stand is standing up. And we'll do this 2 times here. So let's try that again. Now adding on that very last part where we just stand all the way up. And we'll stay standing for a second. Okay, take another deep breath in and out. First motion here, we are going to lean over, no lifting, and back. Lift a little this time, and come back. Now we're going to stand all the way up. Feel free to use those legs for momentum. And exhale. Okay, so before you sit back down, we are going to use a controlled way of sitting back down in our chair. And so feel that chair behind you. You know where it is, you know where you're going to sit down. And go ahead and take a deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale. And try not to plop down for that one. So let's try this again. Take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And let's go ahead. First motion, no lifting yet. Inhale. Exhale. Lift a little. Inhale. Exhale. Stand all the way up. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, stand behind your chair this time. If you can't do any of these exercises standing up, that's okay. We'll show seated variations of what that looks like. Grab a drink of water if you haven't yet. Okay, so you can stand behind your chair or just simply hold on to it off to the side. I'm going to move it to the side so that you can see what I'm doing with my legs. But we are going to extend a leg out and we're going to draw a circle with our toe. So making as big of a circle as we can. If you're doing this sitting down, same thing, extend a leg out, draw that circle in one direction, and then we'll switch directions. If you hear noises in your ankle, it's completely normal as long as it doesn't hurt. If you feel any pain at all, say you're already starting to get tired with some parts of your body, it's okay to take a break. Don't force yourself too much. You know your body best, so you want to keep it safe the whole way through. Okay, switch legs. Other leg this time, extend it out, and draw a circle with the toe. This is also a good balance exercise. We have all of our weight essentially on one leg, the one that's not extended out. You can practice your balance by maybe looking at the clock on the wall or maybe a picture frame, whatever you see. Switch directions. And that often helps out our balance to kind of have one focus point straight out in front of us. So try and do that if that helps you with your balance. Okay, and shake those legs, relax them. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and out. Okay, standing behind our chair again here. Let me face this way. We are going to go up on our toes and back down to the floor. So I am raising my heels and then setting them back down. Raising the heels and slowly setting them back down. I'm keeping the same speed for however long it takes me to get up on my toes is the same amount of time to get down back to the floor. I'm fighting that gravity, and the slower you go, the more difficult it becomes as well. You have to really have to control your muscles, control like your weight to do this exercise. And it's a lot of foot strength, and you feel it in your calves as well. So we are warming those up. We're exercising them really. They're pretty warmed up already for me. So take another deep breath in and out. In and out. Don't forget to breathe. Okay. Set them back down. Shake those legs off. Kind of release any tension you may have felt from your legs as you did that exercise. This time, let's move up to our thighs. We are going to do some marching. So we're going to raise our right leg and then left leg just a few inches off of the ground. If you can raise it pretty high up, go ahead and do that. But when you try and raise them high up, I want to make sure that you are not using your hips to help you out. So if you use your hips to help you out, you're kind of like leaning to the side right there. So don't lean to the side like this. You want to keep yourself upright like that. So even though that means you can raise your leg higher up, if you lean to the side, try not to do that. Just raise it to however height, whatever range of motion you can manage. So go ahead and do that. And I'm just simply marching. Again, feel free to raise your legs as high up as you can manage. So the only person to compare yourself to is who you are the day before. So as long as you keep on moving, that's the important part. You don't have to copy exactly what I'm doing. So we all have different motion, different abilities. We're all coming from different places as well. So go ahead, take deep breaths in and out as you do this. Drink some water if you have it right by you. Take deep breaths in and out. Of course, if you need the chair for support, hold on to that chair. You know where it is, so hold on to that. And if you're sitting down, keep on raising those knees, the same type of movement. Okay, we're gonna speed it up a little. So speeding it up might mean we're not raising our legs as high. We're shifting our weight a lot more as well. So speed it up a little. This might be a little easier if you're sitting down, but go ahead. We're focusing on the speed. We're making sure our legs or our feet touch the ground a little bit faster. And slow it back down. Take deep breaths in and out. Breathing. Making sure we get that oxygen in. And relax. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Drink some water again. Okay, still standing up here. This time we are going to just stand behind our chair if we have one. You don't have to stand behind a chair, but hold on to that chair for support if you need to. And what we're going to do is we are going to move to the side, center, to the other side, center, side, center, and other side. So we're just moving side, center, side, and what this looks like standing up is like this. You can hold on to the chair, hold on to your hips, whatever works for you, or just rest your arms at your side. Keep on going if you're standing up. If you are sitting down, you're moving same type of movement, side, center, side, and switching legs each time. We're going to add a variation to this. For those of you who are sitting down and doing this movement, we are going to raise our knee, or raise our leg really, raise our leg up as we move to the side. So imagine you're stepping over something. There's something on the floor, you're trying to avoid it, so you're stepping over it like this. And when I do this, again, this is similar to when we were doing our arm movements earlier, but I am keeping my body facing the front. I'm not moving to wherever my leg is facing. I'm not doing that. So I'm not training my shoulders, my torso along with the movement. I'm keeping my torso facing the front. If you're standing up, still keep on moving side to side here. I'll show another variation for those of you who are standing up. Okay, keep on going, keep on going. For those of you standing up, you're still moving side to side. This time we're going to add a mini squat when we move to the side. So step to the side and then imagine as though you're sitting down, straighten out. Other side, imagine you're sitting down and straightening out. I'm going to move this chair aside so that you can see. Step to the side, squat, straighten out. Step to the side, squat, straighten out. So we're moving side to side, and we're adding a small mini squat. If you can do a full-on squat, feel free to do that. But again, just work to whatever range of motion your body can challenge itself to today. So as long as we keep on moving, keep on going, taking deep breaths in and out, making sure we take care of ourselves. Okay, one more on each side, and then we're going to finish this up. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, and And exhale. Don't forget to stay hydrated. We want to make sure that we don't feel thirsty. If we're thirsty, we're already dehydrated, and that's not where we want to be. Drink some water. We get dehydrated, even sometimes if we don't feel thirsty, but we're getting to that point, we don't want that either. So make sure you drink water as often as you can. You can never really have too much of it. Okay, so we are going to sit back down, but don't just sit down just yet. We're going to use our controlled way of sitting back down. And so how to do that is you have your chair behind you. It's touching the back of your legs. I feel it by my knees. And I'm going to take a deep breath in and inhale. And then I'm going to exhale and push out as I slowly and gently lower myself back to my chair. Okay. So we are back. We are taking a break, giving our legs a good break. And we're going to kind of work on our upper body here. So for this one, let's take a few deep breaths in and out before we start again. We'll do some belly breathing. So have your hands, place it on your stomach. Belly breathing, we're trying to kind of have air kind of fill all the way to our stomach and then out. And we're really using our stomach to kind of expand and contract instead of our chest, rising up and down. Try and not focus on your chest moving for that. It'll come a little bit easier with practice. Here we go. So we're going to inhale through our nose, and we're going to imagine as though we're pushing out our belly, inflating that belly. And then we're going to exhale with our mouth, and we're deflating that balloon in our belly. Try that again. So we're inhaling as though we're inflating the balloon in our belly. And exhaling, deflating that balloon, having it come back in. So inhale, pushing out your stomach. Exhale, pushing it back in. Inhale, pushing out our stomach. Exhale, pushing it back in. I know that's something that we teach in one of our classes, our fall prevention class. There's an exercise portion to it, and they teach this belly breathing that really helps out. To even lower stress. It's a good exercise to just be able to keep on moving that oxygen within your lungs all the way to your belly. So try that whenever you feel like need to relieve any tension you're feeling. Okay. So this time, let's go ahead and we are going to turn to the side, turning our shoulders along with it this time. So earlier, we were simply turning just our head and our neck, but this time, we're moving our whole upper body to face the side and then face front. Feel free to breathe as you do this. So I usually breathe, inhale when I look to the side, exhale, looking center, inhale again, exhale. Keep on going. If you feel ready to challenge yourself, you can look all the way behind you to the back, and then coming back to center, looking front, looking to the back, and looking front again. Maybe you feel your back kind of stretch here. I know I was hearing noises from mine. I often get that. when I'm stretching a lot like this. Go ahead, one more movement on each side. And relax. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more time. And out. Okay, this time we are going to grab on to our stretch band. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can still do this exercise. You can simply do it for a longer time period, or you can change up the speed. Whatever challenges you'd like to make it more difficult for yourself. Imagine as though you have that stretch band in front of you. It's the same muscles being exercised, just without that extra tension from the stretch band. So hold on to both ends here. We are going to take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. And remember, the closer your hands are together, so closer they are, the more resistance you have to pull. The farther apart they are, the less resistance. So go ahead and adjust however you need this to be. Okay. Let's go ahead this time. Let's stretch our hands out to the sides. Come back to center in the middle. Out to the sides. Come back to center. When we do this, we are simply straight out. I'm not really going far back like this. We're not using our back muscles like that today. Keep it straight out to the side, like this. And keep on moving. We'll just do this for 5 more. Also, if you feel that you're kind of losing your neck here, you're really using your shoulders to help you do this, try not to do that. So I was like this. Try to set your shoulders down, have it relaxed, have it really come from, well, I feel my shoulders working hard as well, but feel it with your arm really doing the movement here. Okay, we're going to do one more. And take a break. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more time. And out. Okay. We'll take a small break from our exercise bands. I know that we get quite tired with these, so set them off to the side. We'll come back to it really quickly here in a little bit, but let's go ahead and warm up our shoulders again. Maybe they feel a little bit tense after doing that. So let's go ahead, shrug our shoulders up and down, up and down. If you feel like you want to challenge yourselves, go ahead, grab onto your weights here, have one in each hand, and shrug your shoulders up and down. So this is optional again. I have 2-pound weights here with me. You don't really want to go too heavy. Use what you have at home. Hopefully they're not very heavy ones unless you really want to challenge yourselves, but you know how to keep yourself safe, so make sure that you do that. And shrug your shoulders up and down. This is a small break from our stretch band, so if you don't want the weights, you can choose not to have them. So do whatever variation that makes the most sense for you, that makes you challenge yourself, but also helps keep you going too, because we're going to keep on going here. So we want this small break, small release of tension from our shoulders. Take deep breaths in and out. Okay, relax. Shake off those arms and grab onto your stretch bands again here. Holding on to both ends again. We're going to do a similar movement. So we were doing this earlier. We were stretching like that. This time we're going to stretch with one arm going up, the other arm going down. Now switch. This arm is going up, the other arm is going down. So imagine you're kind of drawing an X here with your stretch bands. And if you don't have stretch bands with you, again, go ahead and do this exercise, maybe speed it up a little to make it more challenging for yourself. Take deep breaths in and out. If you're starting to get tired, you can let go of the stretch bands as well. So do what you need to do to make adjustments. And keep on drinking that wine as well. Taking deep breaths in and out. Okay, we're going to do 2 more on each side. So here is 1. And 2. And relax, set this aside. Take another deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Okay, we're going to continue stretching out our arms here. So stretch them off to the side. Watch out for what might be in your way. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out. Exhale. Extend your arms a little bit further back. So I have them like this right here. But then I'm going to stretch them a little bit further back as I inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. I know I feel a bit of a stretch from my chest and my back. Now we're going to add a slight turn to the side. Ooh, watch out for what might be in your way. And to the other side. Side and other side. Taking deep breaths in and out. You might notice your arms are feeling heavy because we just did all those stretch band exercises, and that's what I'm feeling too. So taking deep breaths in and out. 1 more. And lower your arms, relax them, rest, shake them off, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Okay, continuing with a little bit more of a stretch for our arms. We're going to have one arm off to the side, and then we're going to have it come across our body. Same thing as when we were warming up earlier, but this time we're going to keep it here for a little bit. And we're going to, I have my other hand here, I'm going to hold on to my arm and have it stretch a little bit further to the side. So if I can do it like this without an arm helping me out this time, I'm going to have my other arm help me out to feel that stretch right here. So we're feeling a stretch right at our tricep, a little bit with our shoulder too. Bring that shoulder down if you can. Inhale. And exhale. Release gently. Other arm off to the side. Have it come across your body. And then we're going to use our other hand. Hold on to it. Stretch a little bit further to the side. So feel that stretch right here in your tricep. A little bit on your shoulder. Bring the shoulder down if you can. Take a deep breath in and inhale. out, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale, and release. Now this time we're going to have both our arms. We're going to give ourselves a big hug. And we are going to inhale and squeeze ourselves. Exhale. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale. Let's go ahead, have our bottom arm. We're going to place it on top this time. Same thing. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale. Now release the arms. Set them down. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. We have about 10 minutes left. Let's go ahead and keep on stretching our upper body before we stretch out our legs. We are going to focus on our neck this time. This time, make sure our shoulders are down the whole time. We're pulling them downwards, and then we're going to lean to one side. And if you feel a stretch right here, that's the stretch that you want to feel. Make sure your shoulders, you're pulling them downwards. Take a deep breath in and out. In and out. Other side. Imagine as though your ear is trying to reach your shoulder, but it's not actually getting there. You're not doing this where you're raising your shoulder to touch your ear. That's not what we're doing. We're pulling our shoulders down, taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out, another deep breath in, and out. Let's try that again. Other side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come back to center. So our neck is a little bit more stretched out here. Go ahead, take another deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Okay, we are going to do one last sit to stand, and we are going to stay standing for the remaining hour here. And make sure if you can't really, if you're tired, you don't want to stand anymore, that's completely fine. Keep yourself safe. And what we're going to do, we're going to relax our shoulders, our arms, have our feet flat on the floor. Posture is straight the whole time. We're not looking down to the floor and hunching our back like that, so that's not what's happening. We're keeping straight, taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's do it all the way through. So first motion to our sit to stand. We are leaning forward, no lifting. Exhale. Lift a little now. Inhale. Exhale. Standing all the way up. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, and standing behind our chair if we need that support, up to you. Drink some water again if you need to. Okay, here. So I'm going to move the chair to the side. If you need it in front of you to hold on to, go ahead and do that. But I'm going to move it to the side so that you see what my legs are doing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to slightly bend my knees, keeping them soft so they're not straight and locked in place. We don't want that. We're keeping them slightly soft here. And we are going to focus on our weight shifting. So you feel the weight in your legs, in your feet, really. You feel the weight in your feet. And then we shift to one side, more of our weight. It's on my right leg here. Come back to center. On the left side, more of my weight is on my left foot. And if it's hard to feel that change in your weight shift, try and focus. We're trying to build that body awareness with this cool down exercise. This is actually something that we do in Tai Chi, a lot of weight shifting. My legs aren't moving here, they're kind of planted in place. My, again, soft knees. My legs are slightly bent. Shifting to one side, coming back to center, and then other side, coming back to center. Taking deep breaths in and out. I usually inhale as I shift to one side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So this breathing that we do, this is also something that we do in Tai Chi. Our Tai Chi Chuan, Moving for Better Balance class. It's a fall prevention Tai Chi class that we do with our Vital Living program at Eastside. And it helps you become more bodily aware of where your body is around in space. So you kind of know where your weight is, know how to control your movements more, which helps out to prevent falls, because we don't want to be falling. Okay, so we're going to keep on doing this movement, but this time we're going to raise a toe up as we move to the side. So, again, soft knees. I'm going to shift my weight to the right, feel my weight on the right side, most of my weight is right here, and then I'm going to raise my left toe up. So, just simply raise the toe up. You can just have it face the front or face the side, whatever works for you. Come back to center. Shift to the left. Raise your right toe up. So the toes that you're going to raise up are the ones that don't have any weight on them. So lean to the left. Raise the right toes up. Lean to the right. Raise the left toes up. And we're just shifting back and forth. Raise those toes as high as you can. We're also practicing our toe lifts because this is something, as we grow older, we often don't raise our toes. We end up shuffling on the floor, which is a fall prevention, or it's a fall hazard to do that. So to prevent that, we are practicing this small movement of raising our toes up so that our feet still know what to do when it moves around just in any daily activity. Really, that's what a lot of these exercises, they're meant to help out all the small movements that we do daily to keep on doing the same activities that we like doing. And also just to get a little bit of a sweat in, a little bit of a stretch. It's important to stay healthy and keep on moving our bodies. Okay, this time we're going to switch it up. We're going to do similar thing again, but this time we're going to raise our heel up. So I'm raising my heel up instead of raising my toe. So raising the heel. I'll face the back here for you to kind of focus on my heels moving, but I'm going to lean to the right and raise my left heel. Come back to center, lean to the left, raise my right heel, come back to center. Again, lean to the right, raise my left heel, and lean to the left, raise my right heel up. So we're doing the same shifting of weight. We're cooling down here. We worked hard this whole time. So we are taking our time with this, wanting to make sure. Okay, keep on going. But if you feel ready to take it to the next level, what we're going to do is we're going to raise our leg up. So we have all of our weight on one side here. So I'm leaning to the left, raising my right leg up, leaning to the right, raising my left leg up. And I'm just lifting it a few inches off of the floor. And also, when your foot lands on the floor, try and focus on your heel. So see this? My heel is touching the ground first, and then my toes follow. So heel touching the ground first, and then my toes follow. And that's because we're practicing again those same toe lifts that we were doing just a few seconds ago. So keep on moving. Actually, for this one, the slower you go, the more difficult it is, because that means the longer the time you kind of have your foot hovering above the ground. So if you want to really balance, or test your balance, this is a good exercise to do it with. This is something that you can also do. You can just fit it into your day somewhere. Maybe you're waiting for coffee, or doing whatever else around the house. This is something that you could do. Okay, let's go ahead and rest. Place our hands on our stomach, and we're going to end with some belly breathing today. Inhale and exhale. Inhale through your nose, inflating that stomach, kind of pushing it out. Exhale, pushing that stomach back in. Inhale through your nose, pushing it out. Exhale, pushing it back in. One more time. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program, where we serve older adults by providing evidence-based classes, Juniper classes. Like next month, we have one coming up. It's called Living Well with Chronic Pain. I'm going to show a link here to our newsletter, so that if you are interested to learn more about our programs, you can click on the newsletter. I will also post it as a comment for you to click on, but that is a place where it shows every engagement or class opportunity that we have with the Vital Living Program. So thank you for joining me today. We are at another end of Vital Fitness. We'll be there every Tuesday at 10:30, so hope to see you again next week. Have a good day.